Sean Diddy Combs has had more than 30 years in the game, holding countless titles and producing numerous hits. He's also had a long list of women in his life, including Jennifer Lopez, Cassie, and the late Kim Porter. He has since moved on and is involved with rapper Young Miami of the City Girls. Looking back on his dating history, Diddy has a pattern of pulling women into a cycle of unconventional romance, and adhering to his rules means things never end with a happily ever after. Before we get started, don't forget to scoop up a bag of turkey, bacon, or brisket beef jerky, buffalo wing popcorn, and gummy sour bears from rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has thousands of 5-star reviews. Diddy has 5 biological children with 3 women: Misa Hilton Brim, Kim Porter, and Sarah Chapman. But what's shocking is that Diddy admitted he met all 3 women the same year. Diddy said he was friends with all of them at the same time. He ended up getting with each of them due to a cycle of getting his heart broken. One of them would be there as his friend, and he would get his heart broken again, and the cycle continued. And years later, it appears that nothing has changed. Diddy clearly has several women in his vortex whom he enjoys spending time with. So we wouldn't be surprised if this cycle is something that continues for the foreseeable future. Diddy has been in several long-term relationships, but he seems to have trouble taking things to the next level. In 2018, he went on the Ellen DeGeneres show and said he had one of the shortest engagements ever that lasted only 4 hours. And then he was with Kim Porter off and on for over a decade and referred to her as the love of his life during an interview with Vanity Fair. Although they had 3 children together, they never got married. And what went wrong with him and Jennifer Lopez during their 2-year relationship?
Jennifer, she definitely a bad chick, but I was still in love with Kim, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't marry Jennifer if I was still in love with Kim.
In 2008, he dated Cameron Diaz. Years later, after Cameron married rocker Benji Madden, a source told Us Weekly, Diddy said, "If I could turn back time, things would be different." And then there was his relationship with Cassie that lasted on and off for about 10 years before she finally decided to move on.
Onion looking nice too. Yeah, you got an ugly face.
Despite the many loves he's had in his life, Diddy said Kim was the only one who could have convinced him to settle down. And so, if marriage didn't happen with Kim, it probably won't happen at all. Knowing his history, he's better off being with someone who doesn't desire marriage, like Young Miami. Well, that's what she says as of this video. So, is it commitment phobia, or are there some other issues beneath the surface that prevent him from taking the next step into holy matrimony?
Your dad passed when you were how old?
3.
How much memory of him do you have?
I just have memories of him throwing me in the air. You know, that's like only real vivid memory, and then just, you know, a couple of pictures.
In a past interview, he admitted he didn't get to see his parents have a loving relationship, so he doesn't know how marriage is supposed to work. He added, "So every time I've been in a relationship, I haven't known what to do, and that's really scared me." We already know that he's not down for marriage, but during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, he said he was okay with signing a love contract instead. He also stated the contract would include a financial agreement. The setup that he described sounds a lot like a legal marriage, doesn't it? A writer for BET said it best. "Call me old-fashioned, but I'm not ready to throw away the institution of marriage for a love contract, especially one written by Diddy." Even an editor for Cosmopolitan magazine called Diddy out after they published an article that explored the difficulties in getting modern men to settle down. The editor labeled Diddy and actor Owen Wilson as members of what she called the boyfriend/bachelor breed, also known as men who like to have long-term relationships but don't want to take the next step. The editor went on to list the 3 major reasons men like Diddy don't settle down. 1. It's cool to be a bachelor. 2. He has too many options. And 3. Women who cohabitate with Diddy actually stall their chances of getting married. The editor of the magazine added, "Women think it's the first step to getting him long term. A lot of guys view living together as just a test run. In fact, 40% of all those relationships don't ever make it beyond 5 years." Diddy has a lot of love to give, maybe too much. He once told Vanity Fair that he loves the company of women and loves to take care of them. While it might sound nice coming from some men, it reads a little different when it comes to Diddy. He told The Breakfast Club,
I'm in a relationship with you, like 25% of your time, you're gonna just like feel like, oh man, I hate being here. Oh man, I hate this guy. Oh man, he cheated on me. He lied on me. But then there's 75% of I'm gonna make you the happiest woman in the whole wide world.
all his relationships have been plagued with accusations of cheating. In fact, one woman who's been a common denominator in a couple of relationships is Gina Huen, an aspiring artist. Gina told the Jasmine brand that she's been in his life for years, even when he was involved with other women, including Cassie. Gina said their relationship has never been set in stone, but she didn't care about actually being his girlfriend since he takes care of her and blesses her in many ways. Young Miami and Gina even went head-to-head online in May 2022, which proves Gina is still in the picture after all these years. It appears that he enjoys having a plethora of women on standby, and if the women are okay with it, then who are we to judge? Based on his history, Young Miami is the exact type of woman that falls right into place inside Diddy's circle of love. But although she's okay with sharing a piece of a man, we hope she'll move on as soon as someone gives her the kind of love she truly deserves. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.